is ready to
What is he doing?
play. Let's go with
What are
that.
these like pan zoom ins?
I don't know.
These are really weird. At least when we're casting, we know we're on camera, right? That's just got to be like terrifying as players, just like at any moment. What happens if my nose itches? Which camera do I need to be paying attention to so it doesn't look like I'm picking it? I'm just scratching it. These are all these things you have to consider when being a player. It's not just about inside the game, but it's outside the game. And speaking about outside the game, here's the draft. First pick, first ban, going to go over to Braveheart.
Zula's been a very, oh gosh. Sorry.
Whoa.
Zula's been a really common ban
Whoa.
for teams on Infernal Shrines. We'll see if one of them wants to ban him. And there he is.
So Braveheart not willing to run him, so not willing to even let Braveheart Super get the opportunity to pick him. We'll be patient here.
I'm guessing that these guys are probably scrim partners pretty heavily.
Maybe.
Since they're sister teams?
That's not always the case. Cloud9 and Cloud9 Vortex didn't, scrim each other significantly more than you would normally scrim a team.
They would at least scrim each other some. So they
Possibly.
knew each other?
It depends. There's sometimes I hear about teams that are sister teams. They don't scrim each other. Just because whenever you do have that kind of bond, you tend to kind of cling to the same meta, same play styles. And I've heard that a lot of strategies with teams like are under the same organization, they'll never scrim each other, but bring the information that they gain from scrimming other teams to each other to learn.
Oh,
but if you
okay.
end up scrimming each other too much, then you'll just both fall into the same meta and both think the same things, and you'll never end up learning that way. So, I assume they do scrim each other, but I
That's a
have
good
heard
point.
of teams in this situation not scrimming each other just for the sake of learning and
I guess
trying.
I'm used to StarCraft where you practice a lot with your teammates. But that makes sense when it comes to like trying to build compositions and strategies.
Welp, Braveheart here with a pretty powerful composition already. Tassadar, Sonya, and ETC. Braveheart Super locking in the Greymane Thrall. Pretty powerful composition here from both teams. Vala going to be banned out here by Super. Denying good wave clear. And good consistent damage.
And Uther will be the ban for Braveheart. That's kind of interesting. I guess they already do have the Tassadar, so they are okay with running a different support. If they're going to run another one, maybe they're going to try that solo support Tassadar. But either way, they don't want to allow the Divine Shield. They want to have to deal with Ancestral Healing, which hopefully you can burst down before he's able to get that off.
Well, good push, good clear, good damage coming up from Braveheart Super. Ball set being picked up here for the global presence. Last pick will be at Karazim.
What warrior will we see? Murden is still available for Braveheart Super or Johanna for the clear, but Murden will be the choice. For the control, the lockdown, the strong frontline hero. And that was a pretty quick draft. I'm proud of these teams. Good job. It's game time.
That jacket.
What, the dad jacket?
Yeah. It is sick.
Do you like the dad jacket or do you like the green jacket more?
Ooh, I think I like the green one a little bit more.
Because you don't want to look like a dad?
No, I think I could pull off the dad look pretty well. I'm just like a stylish person, Gilly. Like, it doesn't matter the look. I can make it work.
I'm pulling off the Tyrael jacket today. Yeah. I am ready to get into this game, get through this series, Find out which Braveheart is better. And then eat some breakfast!
Oh, chat, you crack me up.
Oh, maybe.
I have no idea how disgustingly, embarrassingly true that is.
What? I wasn't watching chat.
Oh, chat, you crack me up.
Oh, maybe.
Do we have a game? Dun 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 dun.
There it is.
There's the game we're gonna have soon. Dun 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 dun. Braveheart Super is really bad, but Braveheart's new team is really bad. Probably gonna be an interesting set because we don't know where.
The music came in behind you like it was your background music.
Oh. All right, people. Pearl Shrines for game number 1. Braveheart Super going up against Braveheart. Both teams playing with subs today.
Snow.
To see how that affects.
Wait, it's not Snow, it's Now. Because it's Braveheart.S now.
I'm gonna call him Snow.
Okay, I probably am going to too accidentally. But here they are, Braveheart Super in the blue with 511 playing Rhaegar. Death on Thrall. 0303 playing Murden. Lemon on Sylvanas. And Now, who is now playing Greymane. For Braveheart in the red, it's Y74 for Tassadar. Nan playing Sonya. Pomi on Karazim. Chujian playing ETC. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's a significantly shorter amount of time they spend on red team than blue team.
You're tripping.
It wrecks me every time.
I would love to cast NASCAR. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, they all think it's a 2-1. Please. No. Exia will be playing Falstad. I finished the introductions. And here
Miss
we
Joy!
Are. Yeah, that's one of the casters.
Yeah, it's the guy that I was voicing for earlier.
Well, the brawl is in the mid. Sonya versus Thrall in the top. Both teams trying to get ahead in this initial rotation, and it's being pretty even between the two. You're gonna miss that one minion.
Gonna miss a minion of experience. That's basically game over at this point.
Agreed.
Power Slide connects with Rhaegar. Does end up knocking back from his team. Stormbolt connects with Pomini?
I think it's just Pomi.
Pomi? Why is his name different?
I don't know, but remember he's the sub.
They literally pulled him off the streets, didn't they?
Potentially. He's already used as well, too. Lemon is going to drop. Now on the chase for Exia, who gets a shield from Tassadar, as well as heals from Pomi to stay alive. And with that, Braveheart can be able to take control of these rotations. It's nice to be able to kill off Sylvanas, as that wrecks her wave clear, gets her... It's a little bit of time until they'll have her back out in the lane.
Well, rotation's still being controlled here by Braveheart. Braveheart Super doing the best they can to slow this down. Interesting to see the Falstad here in the rotations, not the Sonya.
He's building season marksman stacks, though.
Oh yeah, good point. Not something we see too often. And lots of damage going down onto Now. He's diving deep onto Tass. Our phase shift has been used. We might be able to secure this kill, and yes, they do. Nice turnaround kill by Braveheart Super.
That's perfect timing as the shrine has spawned. Braveheart Super picking up level 4 talents and starting to kill off these monsters. Braveheart now leaving Sonya up in the top, and they may just not go after this, knowing that they already didn't really have a lead, but I do see Sonya starting to rotate down, so they're going to try to get in here and get a kill, get them off of the shrine so they can get it. But it's only about 13 monsters left until Braveheart Super are able to pick up that shrine, so they got to get in here right away.
Chase is happening here for Braveheart. They're trying to get out now as they did overextend a little bit. Sylvanas doing a lot of spread damage between these guys. Good job from Karazim and Tassadar keeping people alive. Good heals coming out from the new guy, Pommy. Tassadar being zoned out, has to reposition himself. A lot of damage actually going down on the Murd in here. Does not have Dwarf Toss up right away. And that is going to be the first Punisher of the game going over to Super.
Yeah, chasing down Nan. Takes a bunch of damage between the Chain Lightning and the Greymane, but stays alive. We'll have to back. And there is the bait over the wall. Remember, this is the Sylvanas pushing with these Punishers, so they'll be able to do a lot more with them than otherwise. It's been kind of the story of Gold League, as a lot of these Sylvanas players getting more value out of the Battleground objective than they would otherwise. The Punisher is almost dead, but a lot of people are low for Braveheart and have had to go back. Still, though, being able to defend this fort initially, but from here, not sure they'll be able to keep it alive, as finally they're going to be able to push off Braveheart and take out this fort.
Super really showing the power of Sylvanas here. I mean, getting a full level lead out of nowhere. Kills only being one each. Big Dwarf Toss coming in from Murd in here, and the Greymane's trying to kite back from the Sonya, and is going to be able to do that. Can they get a kill onto Sonya as well? Whirlwind is down. It just barely came up. Shields from Tassadar and heals from Pommy going to be able to keep him alive, so Sonya's not going to go down. But a free kill there for Super. It's 2-1 in their favor. But not over yet. Exia does fly to the top lane, trying to soak some experience here to get his team caught up.
There's unstable poison for Sylvanas once again, and with the Shrine phase concluded, both teams are starting to get mercenaries onto the Battleground. Braveheart about a level, or Super is about a level ahead of Braveheart, who just now are getting level 7 talents. We'll see if Karazim wants to get cleanse. He does get cleanse over the Echo of Heaven. That's been pretty consistent now for him. Tassadar is going to get killed, and Braveheart Super coming out strong in this first game.
Yeah, doing a really good job of just controlling the map and going for these ganks. Braveheart struggling to find their position in this game. They had a good job for the first 2 minutes of just rotating between mid and bottom, but since then they've been really struggling to find their ground. Nice push here in the middle here from Lemon as well as now. And they're going to be doing some serious damage to this front wall. So they do have the Siege Camp and the Sylvanas with them. And this is actually good timing for this Punisher to spawn and in the middle. So if this does go over to Super, this front wall's already taken some damage.
Yeah, that means that they won't have as much time by baiting the Punisher over the wall to be able to take it down while Braveheart Super works on the wall. And in fact, they're going to completely bring this down before even rotating to the Shrine, and I love that play. Falstaff's going to start flying in, and both teams are going after the Shrine, but Braveheart Super is nearly grabbed their heroic abilities, and they send Sylvanas up to the top. Thrall is still in the bottom to get some pressure into that lane too that will push onto all the way up to the keep if it's not contested with, and so they're pulling Braveheart apart, especially now that they do find themselves down their heroic abilities.
Well, we'll see here if they can force this fight, as they do have that. Going for the chase, Sundering comes out. ETC, or excuse me, Rhaegar, ETC. One of them is going to go down. I think that's ETC. Probably the first one I said, yeah.
Yep, ETC. Pommy's in the bottom, trying to stop that siege camp. Sylvanas going to go down and mess with him just a little bit. But Falstad's here too, and now Lemon could be in trouble. Falstad still with the chase. Gets dismounted. Dodges the hammering. Rotations from Rhaegar and Lemon, a.k.a. Lemon, staying alive.
Palma getting low as well, trying to kite back. Still full level to go until Braveheart has their heroics. Braveheart Super with that 2-level lead. Doing a good job so far.
Yeah, I like this. I like that they're stalling this out, waiting for everyone to be ready.
Lemon doing a good job of controlling the map with Sylvanas, sieging down as many camps as he can, as many walls, just spreading the damage. Sylvanas in a really fun spot right now, and I enjoy seeing her picked up more.
Their heroics for Braveheart, everything very normal as they're ready to get into a fight. Still, the final monster has not been taken out for this Punisher. Braveheart Super are still waiting. If they could win a team fight and then get it, that'd be a massive push for them. But they're not finding that. Braveheart stepping back, and finally they will cap this Punisher and start working on taking out the next fort.
Yeah, which is exposed here. They got the Sylvanas with it. All 5 members are going to be pushing with it. Murden being a little bit slower to the rotation, but everyone is heading down, and the leap does happen. Fort's already taken some serious damage. Punisher getting some poke onto it, but this is still really healthy as this fort's going down soon. They're going to be able to get this keep front wall, which will get them level 13.
Yeah, they are well on their way to that as the bait happens again with the Punisher jumping over this wall, and with Sylvanas, there's not as much of the defense now, and in fact, Zoia nearly goes down, but the Divine Palm keeps her alive. Mighty Gust pushing back the members of Braveheart Super so they can heal back up and get back to safety, but still, like you mentioned, there is almost level 13. The Sundering came out, but Death paid for it with his life. A mosh pit catches Now, who is trying to razor swipe away, but won't even be able to get there. And the 3 members of Braveheart Super just have to try to get back and get away. Falstad with a really aggressive fly-in. But the least healthy member, Sylvanas, got away, and in fact, Tassadar goes down, and somehow Murden staying alive, but still the chase is on. Lemon trying to do whatever she could to save them, but now 511 might have paid for trying to heal up. Murden hits into Ghost Wolf form, and we're going to have a pause.
Coming out from Snow. Hello?
Hi.
What's up, dog?
I don't know.
You don't know?
That was good for Braveheart Super, but...
Greedy.
Mm-hmm.
An issue with Green Jacket guy. His swagger got caught on his keyboard and he couldn't unhook it. I don't know what that
unhook his swag.
I don't know what that means either, people.
Oh. Well, it is an issue with Braveheart.
No, I do not have a boyfriend. Thank you for asking, though. Twin X.
The admins are under the desk, checking on something. Music came back up, so maybe we're back in the game. Please? I'll show you guys what's going on.
I don't know why you think that's funny. I was being serious. Why do people always think I'm joking, Gilly?
Probably because you're often joking.
We all say it every once in a while. Mostly I dream, though. I can tell by your question that you don't watch my Space Lads videos. Means no one's talking. Means shut the hell up. Clear comms. Means clear communications. Means too many people are talking. We can't understand what each other is saying. Or people are saying dumb shit. So clear comms means everyone shut up.
Who was saying clear comms?
We all say it every once in a while. Mostly I dream, though. I can tell by your question that you don't watch my Space Lads videos.
I watched the first one.
Yeah, but you didn't watch the second one.
I haven't watched the second one yet. Yes, it's true. I found out about it yesterday, and I have been doing a little thing called casting, and when I'm not doing that, sleeping.
Yeah, those are very cramped booths. You know, the admins seem to be struggling to get in and out. If only there was a little bit more space in there for the players. Speaking of space, Space Lads Episode 2 did release yesterday. Let's make sure you check it out. Hello?
What's up? Those are super cramped booths. I wonder how hot they are. In Korea, apparently the booths were crazy hot. At least the ones up on the main stage. The ones backstage they said were fine, but they said up on stage it was just miserable playing. Oh, sorry.
Is it still raining?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It hasn't stormed here in forever. Speaking of storms, go over to tempostorm.com where you can find Heroes of the Storm articles, guides, and videos made by the professional team as well as myself. We're not actually going to get a break between this and NA.
We might have to just not cast the last game for this or something. Like, I'll keep it up on the stream or something, but we have to take a little bit of a break. Like, at least an hour. I have to have an hour to eat.
Well, the game has started, Gilly.
I know, I'm back. I'm ready.
She's back.
Okay.
Level 13 advantage here for Braveheart. Super kills 5-4. They did just get overextending in the middle lane, trying to get too greedy for a keep wall, and they'd get punished for it, which evened up the game a little bit more. But still an advantage for Super despite that. They're pushing in this top lane here as Death and Now doing the best they can.
Minions, mercenaries getting picked up and pushing. Any amount that Braveheart can get would be nice, as they are behind structurally. They've had some problems with the Punishers and with Sylvanas, but with those good kills, they're almost catching up in talent tiers, which means they'll have a fair fight around that next shrine when it spawns. Right now.
Right now, which is going to be in the top. That's going to be the last standing fort for Braveheart if Braveheart Super is able to edge this out, but Braveheart does have level 13 now. Taking a look at the talents, we're going to be seeing Spell Shield at level 13 for Zoia over the Mystical Spear as Tassadar is getting bodied. Will he actually go down? Dwarf Toss happens in the wrong direction. Now looking for the kill. Will he actually dive for it? Gillyweed Cocktail comes in. He goes for the heroic, and he will end up killing him. And now Zoia in a lot of trouble. Spell Shield not saving him there. Really interesting decision making from him to take that talent. I don't know how. I don't think I like that at all. I mean, the spell damage isn't like burst centric like it would be from a Li Ming or a Jaina.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get. It's gonna be procced off of so many little things like Gillyweed Cocktails. Rhaegar does get picked up. Stormbolt, Thunderclap, Chain Lightning, Sylvanas W, Sylvanas Q. Just little things like that will proc it. Not gonna get much value. Whereas Mystical Spear
is a huge escape tool. Yeah. Not being able to have that is very interesting. Spell Shield even on ETC2, so they are concerned about the damage that's been coming out of Braveheart Super. But you're right on the money. There's a lot of things that can proc that Spell Shield and make it so that it doesn't help you. It doesn't really give you what you need to be able to survive the damage that's coming out, the high damage that comes out of Braveheart Super. Super also getting level 16. They now are all respawned and are moving up to the top. They only need 9 more minions to be able to get this Punisher and take out the final fort for Braveheart. And as they push back the members of Braveheart, Rhaegar might be able to come in and get that, or he might just, they might be trying to get this full fight and then just disengage once they see Braveheart move completely back to their base.
Yeah, I mean, Braveheart just trying to get a kill or two before they get this Punisher, make this push even more potent. They're going to get that Punisher. They're going to contest her in the middle. Do catch out ETC in the Sundering. Not going to get the best value. Mosh Pit goes on. They don't have Rhaegar with them. The Braveheart Super overextend. Falstad gets hit with the Divine Palm. Lemon trying to get out of here. Haunting Wave goes out, taking a lot of damage from Sylvanas, but here comes the Rhaegar here to be able to keep everyone alive. And somehow, without Rhaegar even being there, they're still alive. Snow getting hit with that Ancestral Healing just to top him off. His Gravemain ready to go in. And they're just going to go ahead and rotate up top. If you look at Heroics, his Ancestral use Avatar and Sundering for Mosh Pit and Wrath of Zerka and Palm.
Mm-hmm. And so there's still Mighty Gust and Force Wall. Force Wall will be used right there, trying to help the team disengage, trying to segment out some of the members. Wailing Arrow and Go for the Throat are still here too for Braveheart Super. So if they can find a good spot, a good place where the members of Braveheart are clumping up, they could try to throw out the Wailing Arrow and allow Greymane to go in. One person goes down. Karazim has been hit. There is the Wailing Arrow on a clump of members of the team. ETC is pulling the Punisher away, but the shields are down on the core.
Stop chasing, go for core. They keep going for these kills. Will they be able to get Tassadar? Probably doesn't even matter. They got enough damage, 50% on the core. They do end up getting Tass, 40%, and that's going to be it. Game number 1 going to Braveheart Super here on Infernal Shrines. I mean, I think people got to start respecting it now. I think it's time. We're seeing Zul bans, which makes sense. I think it's time we start seeing Sylvanas bans. On this map and Battlefield of Eternity specifically. They are just way too powerful. That was a level 17 push. That's not something that should have been game-winning on this map. But they had the Sylvanas. You take the Sylvanas away, that probably wouldn't have even gotten keep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that turned that into a core.
And that is the second time that's happened today.
Yeah. You gotta, I think people gotta start respecting Sylvanas a bit more.
Well, Infernal Shrines is done, and game number 1 goes to Braveheart Super, who's one game away from being able to defeat their sister team in Braveheart. Or will Braveheart be able to bring it back? You know, all of the casters from China anticipated a 2-1 between these two teams. Here's our Greymane player now, who receives MVP. I loved the dive underneath the fort, because that's also something that was
This is the new player, right, too?
Yes.
Got MVP getting...
It was in my head, but it's something that was really called to attention here, is that you can dive underneath the fort where otherwise you couldn't, because you have trust in your teammate and Sylvanas to turn the fort off. And so that Greymane was able to dive fully underneath a completely filled in ammo fort to get the Tassadar kill, because Sylvanas was right behind to turn it off and make sure that he could get away from that. And they turned and got Zoia too. So like the safety, thinking that like, oh, we're safe underneath our fort because it has ammo and will slow them down and take them out. Not the case at all. She completely changed that game.
You know what, Ramud C? I would be perfectly okay with you going to watch it. Heroes of the Storm was great. Gilly and I are amazing, but Pitch Perfect 2 is film genius.
I love that movie.
So you know what? No hard feelings if you leave. No hard feelings at all. Well, here we are. With more downtime between games. My shoulder itches, but I don't want to scratch it right now. That would require me moving my arms from my legs, and they're comfortable down here. And I'm enjoying the comfort of my arms where they are right now more than I'm not enjoying the displeasure of my shoulder itching.
The laze is real.
I don't like Lay's.
The comfort.
They're too greasy.
What do you like, Ruffles? Pringles?
Ruffles. Please. I'm a Cheetos kind of guy.
I like Sun Chips myself.
Sun Chips are pretty dope. Gotta get the sour cream and onion. Garden salsa is good too.
Yeah.
I think garden salsa is probably pretty underrated.
Lays!
Alright, my shoulder's itching too much. I'm gonna scratch it now. Show a little skin on stream, yeah.
Ulcio says that you like Funyuns.
I actually don't like Funyuns.
I don't really like kettle chips. They're too...
Yeah, kettle chips are not good.
They're like almost too crunchy? Is that a thing? Does that make sense?
No. If you're going Ruffles, you go sour cream and cheddar. Sour cream and onion's alright, but sour cream and cheddar is definitely better. If you want sour cream and onion, get like the Pringles version of it. But for Ruffles, you go sour cream and cheddar or get out.
Kettle chips, I'm sorry, Vithindel. I have clearly offended some people with my kettle chips comment. I sincerely apologize for any offense that was taken. They are too crunchy. I know, I agree. I could go for some sun chips right now. Olsio asks if Tempo will expand into Overwatch.
We already have. We have a website section of it. We have guides written every day and stuff.
He said they seem to have lots of guides, but not a pro team.
Haven't found a team worth investing into yet.
Oh. Do you like sea salt and vinegar chips?
No.
I don't either. Sorry, you're on your own there, Romad C. Romo DC. How do you want to say that? How do you want people to say that? People who like salt and vinegar, literally the word.
Considering following Diggs' lead in hiring an analyst, I mean, if we find an analyst that's worth paying, sure.
Romo, yes. Romo DC. Got it. I mean, I got it right after like 3 different iterations, so.
Tony?
What? Tony Romo? Sea salt and vinegar amazing, especially after a night of drinking or during a night of drinking. There are not many things that I could think of that I would want less than sea salt and vinegar chips. But then, no, you and I just have different chips opinions, and that's okay. You have your opinions of chips. I have my opinion of chips. I'll eat my garden salsa sun chips. You have your salt and vinegar kettle chips, and we'll be just fine.
I can show you the world.
When do you guys sleep? We slept for about 6
shining, shimmering,
hours before this broadcast.
Splendid.
Guys, Edward Gaming and X Team were so fast between their drafts.
Tell me, princess. Now, when did you last let your heart decide?
What are your opinions on dips?
And I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder.
I really like queso.
Queso's good.
Necfro is talking about dips. Beer and cigarette flavored chips, were those a thing? Because that sounds awful. For dips, I like pretty much all dips, but I don't like super spicy salsa and stuff. Yeah, I've tried chips and hot sauce because I'm just having a full-on chips conversation. I live in Texas, so chips and queso, chips and salsa is like...
Yeah, dude, I love salsa. Queso's hella decent.
I could go for some queso. Honestly, I could eat almost anything at this point. I am hungry.
I could eat my pillow and then turn into it.
I've had sriracha chips. I don't like them very much.
Looking forward to a Gilly and Zoia snack list. No, her snack list sucks. She like eats power bars and shit. She's probably showing one on stream right now because she's got one with him reaching distance. Yeah, knew it. Chicken wings sound good. Depends on what kind of sauce you put on them. Zoya, what is your energy drink tier list? I really only like Monsters.
Eh.
But I only like... I can't do energy drinks because they make me sick. But there's the white can Monster. This one specifically. It's like the only energy drink I can handle. It's no sugar. And it keeps me energy up. Keeps me energy up.
Braveheart Super, I'm going to need you to win. So, nothing crazy on Dragonshire that's going to make us go to game number 3. Because I actually can't do it. Here we go, guys. The draft is starting. By the way, Braveheart Super picked Dragonshire, which means it'll be Braveheart's first pick, first ban. It's Dragonshire, so global presence is always nice. We saw a false stat in the last game. Potentially we'll see a ban on him here, but Zool will be the ban for Braveheart. They banned him in the last game too.
Damn.
Illidan ban. Are you there? Zoya.
Hmm? What happened?
We started the draft. Zool and Illidan bans. Braveheart is up first. Last game they first picked Sonya. I wonder if they'll try to get like oh, they already first picked someone.
People are getting it, man. They just like we're watching the meta develop over the last few days. It's crazy, and we're at the point where Sylvanas is getting first picked. It's happening, people.
The Sylvanas meta has arrived. Favorite Super Thrall. I wonder if they'll just do Greymane here too. Greymane Thrall. They did in the last game.
Yeah, and it worked very well. But they're going to go ahead and deny both solo laners.
That's interesting. Alright, I think Braveheart will either get, I think probably their warrior, and then ban another one, or support and ban another one. Just one of those two. Yeah, and ETC is who they picked last time. Oh, they're going to do both, ETC and Uther.
Really good comp so far from Braveheart. They still need to get that solo laner, though, which will be a struggle for them. I don't know who they'll pick up. Could potentially go with Sonya or Falstad to just stall out the lane. But they're not going to win the lane. No pick will help them win the top lane when it comes to just a solo. Without ganks, clearly. Next two picks here from Braveheart Super. Murden is available.
So was Johanna if they want to focus on wave clear.
Yeah. They also have Ball up, though, if they want wave clear, which would fit in this comp. It's going to be the Falstad, though. So denying just a lot of the lane presence here. The only laner left is going to be Sonya, which is not a bad pick at all. But she won't win versus any of these. Sonya will lose to Falstad, Zagara, and Thrall. But she won't get bodied like, you know, Sylvanas. Leoric, whoa! Been a while since I've seen Leo. And there's the Vala. So decent wave clear between Sylvanas, Leo, and Vala. That's better than decent. That's really good wave clear.
Right.
But they don't have a solo laner. I'm really curious as to who they'll put in the top. I'm assuming it'll be... I mean, Leo will lose. Like, all 5 of these heroes will lose. It doesn't matter if they put Falstad, Zagara, or Thrall top, which it should probably be Thrall. No, Zagara, actually.
Yeah,
It'll be Zagara top. None of these heroes beat Zag in the lane. Zag will crush that lane hard.
Oh, I really like that.
Braveheart Super has a really good draft in comparison to Braveheart.
That draft is good. They even have wave clear from Mouth, too, if they go Moonburn.
Well, this guy, the one, he was just like, I can't believe he just drafted this. That was his face. I don't want to be here to play this game with this draft. What were you thinking? Death, you're no longer our drafter.
Wait, Death? Death is on Braveheart Super.
Sure.
You liked their draft.
I did. Nothing I make makes sense. Something I...
Statement-wise?
Man, I look like shit.
It's been a long day. The day has only just begun.
Yeah.
Was that the air? Or yeah? Both.
Both. Oh, what's up, Abel16D?
Here we go. That guy is like jittery.
Y'all cast the green half again too? Yes, talking light. I don't know why I went to this accent. You think I could get away with doing an entire cast talking like this?
No.
Okay.
I'll just mute you.
Well, here we go, guys. Loading into game number 2. Braveheart Super up 1-0. And having a really powerful draft here on the left-hand side of the map. Gilly, take it away.
Here they are in the blue. It's Braveheart Super with 0303 playing Muradin now on Zagara. Lemon playing Falstad. Now on Zagara. Death playing Thrall and 511 on Malfurion. And in the red, it's Braveheart. With Exia playing Vala, Y74 on Sylvanas, Nan on Leoric, Pomi playing Uther and Chu, Jen playing ETC. Vala is not going for Wave Clear, man.
Not going for Hungering Arrow build. A little more single target bursts to isolate the Falstad more than likely, which their comp desperately needs. They don't have a lot of single target. They have a lot of AoE and tankiness since they're running double warrior with Vala Sylvanas. So I can agree with going Hungering Arrow build this game, just to try and burst a single target down, especially if the Falstad is going to be going for these isolation picks. Can do a lot of damage. And a lot of CC coming down onto here. 0303 taking a lot of damage. Malfurion heals, struggling to keep him alive, but he does Dwarf Toss out of here. Falstad getting low as well. Braveheart Super in a full retreat right now. And it was Thrall that went to the top, Gilly.
Alright, so it's Thrall and Leoric too. So Thrall versus Leoric in top. The rest will be rotating between mid and bot. It's not Seasoned Marksman for Lemon, even though they're going between them. We're going to be going for Gathering Storm. And also not Moonburn for Malfurion, like I thought it might be, instead getting the Scouting Drone. And guys, just so you know, I have the game sounds turned all the way up. They don't have the sounds on. They keep just playing the music over and over again. 511 in trouble. It's Malfurion here who gets hit by a stun from Pomi and will be first blood.
Also trying to kite back as well as he can. Is getting a lot of stacks of Gathering Storm early on. He's hitting multiple 3 to 4 man queues. So that's going to be really showing his damage in the later game. Braveheart Super trying their hardest to control these points. Leo's going to go ahead and control top for the time being. And the bottom, Zagara going to do the best she can to hold bottom. We'll see here how this is going to play out. Pombi taking a lot of damage, trying to kite back, gets hit by the stun, and will he end up actually going down? Yeah, Uther, that's the way to a quick death, and he does end up taking it.
The top shrine being grabbed by Thrall to delay out Braveheart from getting that first Dragon Knight. But both of them going back and forth. QMTV74 dying, and that'll be a second quick pickup for Braveheart Super, who has been doing a great job of keeping the siege up in this bottom lane. Now even going to be able to now get a tower in the bottom lane. Nan and Death going back and forth. The root comes out, forces out the Wraith Walk from Leoric, and Death is going to grab this top shrine. Can they get this Dragon Knight though? Looks like he is going to disengage.
Well, Braveheart 551. Oh, actually, a gank on Zagara down here. Creep spread is not going to save you if you're not paying attention, man. But will Muradin actually get this? It looks like he will. Oh, that was so close.
Wow. In the nick of time. Yep.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate timing for Zagara to die like that, because that would have been a very easy Dragonite for them to claim. Rotation down is coming. Muradin is on the point with Malfurion, but no one here to help them contest. Falstad is rotating down. Zagara still going to be a little bit late to the party. So close to level 7 here, both these teams, but Braveheart Super was about a quarter level lead. And they're going to go ahead and start their Siege Giants.
Nan stealing the top shrine away initially, but Thrall is going to push him off once again. And both teams, one each, is going to control the shrine. With Sylvanas, Braveheart are going to start putting some pressure onto these towers, want to get caught back up in experience. If they can take out one tower, they can try to do just that, but they're going to get pushed away from Braveheart Super, who have now grabbed their giants too.
Well, looks like Thrall will be reclaiming top as Zagara reclaims bottom. They're in the mid here to try and get this Dragon. Let's see if they can do it. Looks like ETC might be contesting bottom. Can they get on the point in the time? And they do. Can Malfurion get the cap trying to zone out Palmy? At the same time, the Orc goes down in the top to Thrall and Falstad, and they are going to take them off of the bottom point at the bottom. But because of these kills and this good soaking coming up from Braveheart Super, they're suddenly a full level ahead.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of slowly getting ahead in the experience, little by little. And even if they couldn't get the Dragon Knight here, if they continue that up, they will be able to. They would be able to later on. But that will be Dragon Knight #1. Braveheart Super grabbing it, starting to siege down the mid with an early Dragon Knight. Just trying to get as many towers as you can to further that experience lead that they already have.
Well, let's see if they can do that. Bottom tower about to go down. Middle getting sieged pretty hard by Lemon. Good pushing coming out, as well as maintaining players in the back line, especially when Vorpal Blade became a thing. Using the Hungering Air style, allowed Volla to actually win that 1v1.
The Dragon Knight has expired, and while Braveheart has been able to successfully defend their forts, they still are going to be down their heroic abilities as...
Anymore, as Zeratul has fallen pretty heavily out of the meta. This was the go-to for Volas when Zeratul was very aggressive, diving deep onto Volla players in the backline, especially when Vorpal Blade became a thing. Using the Hungering Air style, allowed Volla to actually win that 1v1.
The Dragon Knight has expired, and while Braveheart has been able to successfully defend their forts, they still are going to be down their heroic abilities as Super are picking them up right now. Everything standard around the board. Now was in trouble, but the Devouring Maw comes out, pulls one person in. This could be a big fight. Pomi losing his life. He'll still be able to heal his teammates up, but that's still a great pick for Braveheart Super. You can start trying to heal back up. Thrall still in top. And Leoric has gone back there to start sieging down this bottom fort.
Doing a really great job of that so far. They should be able to get this. Same time, again, Thrall soaking that top lane. No one going for a gank on him. Leo is almost back up there. And just about to hit level 11, so a full level and a half lead right now for Braveheart Super. I mean, they're really controlling this game so far. When it comes to the actual team fights, that's when I'm going to be a little bit more nervous for Braveheart Super. Malfurion heals might struggle. I mean, I guess not. Versus double war, it just depends on if she gets isolated by the mosh pit or not. But versus double warrior, double support, or double warrior, excuse me, double damage.
Yeah, I don't hate.
You lack damage.
I don't hate the Malf.
Yeah, this might actually be good.
Versus that composition, the pickup normally we don't see him very much, but in certain situations versus certain damage dealers like the ones we have here, it's not the worst thing. March of the Black King, by the way, for Leoric. Will Volla get straight for more damage or try to get the Rain of Vengeance to try to maybe stun out Malfurion and bring him down before he can get the Tranquility off? They could combo Rain of Vengeance really well with Mosh Pit.
Yeah. We'll just see if that's what they're going to end up taking here. As my screen share is lagging.
It's a great sundering, and Uther is taken out. Leoric marches the Black Kings through, and the Rain of Vengeance helps to keep him alive. Actually, the Mosh Pit is turning this fight. They've already taken out Muradin. Falstad goes down too. The Dwarf Brothers are brought down. And a 2-for-1 for Braveheart, but now has been pushing in the bottom. Malfurion goes right back to the mid to keep up the soak. They've gotten the bottom tower, or the bottom shrine too, so no quick and easy Dragon Knight for Braveheart while these deaths are down. Want me to reshare it?
No, we're good.
Okay.
The gank coming on here into Malfurion, and if they can get this kill, that would be huge. The root comes out, but the body blocks are there, and with these kills that Braveheart is getting, they're creating a bunch of space for themselves in this game. Speaking of space, Space Slides Episode 2, check it out in the chat.
No, you can keep talking after doing that.
Okay, level 13 picked up here for Braveheart Super, still maintaining that 1 level lead. Palmy taking a lot of damage here, actually being chased down as well as ETC. The Devouring Maw comes up but does not actually land on anyone. Snow goes ahead and mounts up, and they're going to kill Uther here. What is that 13 talent on Falstad? I can't see that. It's so blurry.
I think that's Static Shield.
Is that Thunderstrike? Or
Yeah.
Static Shields? Whatever it's
I
called.
think it's
Not
Static
Thunderstrikes.
Shield, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Dragon Knight could be picked up here by Braveheart Super.
By the way, Life Seed for Malfurion too, so wanting to keep up the heals, having faith in their teammates to be able to keep him alive, and with the aggressive fly-in from Lemon, they're going to be able to take out Leoric. And he goes down, and the next Dragon Knight once again picked up for Braveheart Super, who is sieging down this mid fort.
Yeah, mid-fort's just about to go down, Gilly, but they are backing out if you're playing this safe. Braveheart still not having level 13, so this is a pretty easy contention here for Braveheart Super. And we're going to be seeing them push into this keep. If they get this keep wall down, that's a lot of experience. That's going to get them 15 and a significant advantage going into 16 and later into the game. So Braveheart Super is playing this just so very well.
Yeah, Braveheart is only just now getting 13. And Spell Shield on both Leoric and ETC. The team's really preparing their Spell Shields.
Yeah. It's definitely different, but not the worst decision from these two guys this game. Sundering does come out, not getting the best value out of it quite yet. Looking for their re-engage here with the ETC, but not going to get it right away. Falstad does fly in. Lemon doing a lot of damage to Leoric, but Marshall the Black King does come out. That's going to be a very dead Leoric. Still no Mighty Gust being used from Falstad. I feel like he had multiple opportunities to pin them against that wall, but letting him just retreat. Wailing Arrow does come out. Big Tranquility. They should keep this chase going.
Yeah, I think they're saving Mighty Gust for the Mosh Pit, too. The Divine Shield was used to try to get the Mosh Pit. ETC still has a chance to be able to get a big one without it, but as I say that, he goes down, so no longer will that be the case. A big stun hits Pomi, and a haunting wave. There we go. Sylvanas is going to get away. Leoric comes to life, only to die again. By the way, the Falstad has been the bane of Nan's existence this game.
Also flying back in. Really ambitious fly there. Gonna catch Sylvanas out of position, though. Not gonna be able to secure that kill, though. Just barely gonna survive. Level 16 versus level 13 here for both these teams. Looks like... Is that Hardened Focus or Tenacious Roots? I can't...
That's Tenacious
I honestly
Roots.
can't. That is Tenacious Roots.
The
Tenacious
roots,
Roots picking up.
Yeah, is like this crazy... I don't even think it looks like Entangling Roots. It's like this weird brown swirl.
I like swirls.
Well, then you're going to love the Entangling Roots talents. But yes, that is Tenacious Roots. Stone Skin instead of Brood Expansion for Zagara. Just wanting to, prioritizing staying alive over having the extra damage. They know they already have the damage advantage. They've got 11 kills to 5, so they're vastly favored here. And getting ready, getting us set up in the lanes for the next Dragon Knight phase.
Getting very close to level 18 here. Getting closer to those Storm talents. Braveheart Super in full control of this game right now. Braveheart struggling to find an answer to how to deal with this push. And it's really well done so far from Super. They're keeping up the siege. They got 4 minions here, or 4 siege giants here. They're getting cleaned up pretty quickly, though, from the Sylvanas. And we're seeing the value of that paralysis at level 1, which makes them disable just a few seconds longer.
Oh, ETC, the Divine Shield into the Mosh Pit, and that is huge, into March the Black King, and we have the Reign of Vengeance too. 2 people melted, Falstad and Zagara going down. Tranquility keeping alive some of the members, but Muradin's not going to get out of here either. Even with the Sundering being used, and now Death might have overcommitted to that, trying to save the day, but has Wind Fury to get away from that. All of the heroic abilities being used for Braveheart, and that's exactly what they needed.
I cannot believe that Divine Shield timing. That was the most clutch thing I've seen in a long time. That Divine Shield's timing was the difference between them winning that fight and
losing the game.
That fight.
Yeah.
The game, yeah, essentially. That was beautifully timed there from P. What's his name again?
Pomi.
Pomi. I don't know what P is, but for Pomi. So well done to him. That was sick.
Yeah, that's caught them back up. They're still a level behind, but they have 16, and Murden is only spawning now. And Braveheart finally getting their siege on. They bring down one fort, the first fort from Super side. But they're still behind structurally for sure. But they only need one avenue to the core. They only need one keep down to be able to get and take out the core, and they're well on their way. That fight was everything for them to get back.
Well, they're going for a forced fight here. They know that the team is split because Dragon Knight is top, so this is a 5v4. Ma catches out Vala. They're going for the chase. The rest of the team is being really hesitant to go in, though. Here comes the Sundering, I think. So they're all looking for it. Big Wailing Arrow. ETC way far away from his team. Oh, and the hesitation to use Sundering could be the trouble here for them. Not the best Sundering as well, and I don't know if they're going to be able to catch anyone here. 5 versus 4, and they're really struggling to get anything done. Finally, Exia might go down to Falstad.
Oh my gosh, the heals from Pomi so good. He gets a stun on 0303. And Tranquility healing everyone up, but all this time, Nan has been just hanging out up top. He brings down another fort, and they've nearly caught up in experience, but there they are trying to take out ETC, who goes for a mosh pit. He has Murden in its reaches, and with Entangling Roots, ensures ETC goes down. Now they're finding their groove. Pomi will drop 2. They send out the Feral Spirit, hoping to grab Exia, but with 2 people down, Braveheart need to be very, very careful about how they defend this. With the keep very low, this could be game, Zoya.
Could be game. I don't know if they'll be willing to push into it, though, as they're all pretty low on mana. Don't have heroics. I mean, that was really sloppy from Braveheart Super. That was a 5 versus 4. They struggled to get any kills. Almost lost a few members themselves without Leoric even being there to help the enemy team. I mean, that should have been a much more one-sided victory here. But level 20 almost picked up from Super. Braveheart just hitting level 18. And waiting for Uther and ETC to rejoin the fray.
I think if they had gotten Vala, maybe they would have went further, but they didn't get any of the damage dealers, and yeah, not having their heroic abilities is an issue for sure. The Sundering was pretty late, and then they hit, but it hit people so far away from them they couldn't catch up to them in time.
Yeah, there's a severe amount of hesitation on the end of Super. I mean, with not just Mighty Gus, but with Sundering as well. They never really seem to engage with it. The only one who's actively using the heroics aggressively is Zagara, but we're seeing Maz at the beginning of almost every fight.
He's using Hardened Shield to try to stave off a lot of this damage. Healing himself up now, too. There is the Sundering and the Ma. Ma, again, only getting one person, but they've trapped Nan a little bit, and Sylvanas gets taken out of the Ma. Nan was maybe trying to steal that from behind them, but instead Death bolts forward and takes him out. They get the bruisers. They have a keep down. There's 2 people down, and the shrines are spawning. Falstad goes top. Zagara going bottom. Murden trying to delay.
Should be
GG. Get this Dragon Knight.
Yeah, they definitely should be able to get this. Leoric down, Sylvanas down. They do have both shrines. No one's middle to cap it, though, which is puzzling.
No, he was. It was weird. I didn't think there was either, but they were... Where they were standing was strange on the mini-map. It looked like nobody was there.
Well, there was someone there. A ghost player sneaking his way in. Falstad going to be a little bit late to the fight. But they're going for core Gilly. 2 seconds on Leoric, 6 seconds on Sylvanas. Can they hold this? Ma is down, Tranquility is down. So this is actually risky for Braveheart Super. Braveheart needs to clean this up fast. Mighty Gus comes in to push them back. They're going for the chase. Malfurion getting very, very low. Exia is going to fall to Falstad.
And they get Pomi, too.
The core's falling so fast, Gilly.
The core is down. They only take out Malfurion. There's still lots of damage dealers up. Uther is still healing people up, but now a Eternal Devotion has ended. Leoric using March of the Black King, but only marching to his death. Snow coming in, as is Lemon, with the Dragon Knight. Braveheart Super will defeat Braveheart 2-0.
Really, really well done from Braveheart Super. I'm having trouble speaking right now. It's kind of crazy just the difference in skill level can appear to be, because that game looked almost stompy, right, for Braveheart Super, but yesterday we watched them get annihilated. It just shows you that this is what the top 12 teams in China, top 11 plus MVP Black, and the difference between, 10 and 2.
I mean, it's the top 12 teams in China because MVP Black is in China right now.
That doesn't count. You
But you make a really good point that you can just see the huge discrepancy in levels for sure.
Yeah, like one day this team looks like they're really bad, the next day they get a 2-0 stomp, right? It's just there's a big difference between that's why I talk about that. A lot of people bring it up. China and Korea seems infinitely further ahead of the rest of the regions, but that's not really the case. Maybe the top two teams in China and Korea are ahead, but when you get further and further down, to the 8th place and 9th place team, they're no different than our 8th place and 9th place team in my eyes.
Well, that concludes another day of Gold League. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for bearing with us. We'll be back in...
An hour and 15 minutes.
Wait, what?
No, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay, thank goodness. We'll be back soon with more casting. We'll be casting the final qualifier for DreamHack All-Stars Austin. We'll find out what 4 teams will join Tempo Storm, Team Naventic, THC, and Gale Force Esports.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Austin.
We'll get those 4 final teams done today, guys. But we're gonna take a quick break, 2 hours, and we'll be back. If you need something to fill your time, you can head over to youtube.com/definitelymewa and check out Space Lads episode 1 and 2.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.